He's Mad Dog Russo, and you're still on the radio. I know that.
Yes.
I wasn't rooting for the Diamondbacks until you said that you would retire if the Diamondbacks got to the World Series. And I thought, well, I don't want you to retire, but I do want to see what you do if the Diamondbacks get to the World Series. Then you go to the World Series. You're in Arizona. How did the fans treat you when you got there?
You know, funny, I was in the center field bleachers where the radio crew was. You know, the high heat thing was on the field. The center field bleachers for the radio. So 3 days, you know, I'm on 4 to 7 New York time, which is obviously about an hour before game time. That's, you know, 1 to 4. And the game's at 5:03. So all the fans are low below me on that little ramp there in the center field bleachers. I would say 80% totally into it. Pictures, autographs, Mad Dog, don't retire. And then I would say 20% nasty. Get out of here. What do you know about the baseball? Da 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 da. Retire already. So I would say about 8 of 10 were good, 20% were bad. Now remember, I took Northern Arizona, my kids in Northern Arizona, who plays at UConn on Monday night, by the way, their opener, and he's the third assistant. So I bought
cool.
I got 5 tickets Monday night to bring the coaches down. So that was sort of a little camouflage. How are they going to boo me when I'm kissing my kid who I haven't seen since August? That's number one. I'll tell you, the guy who gets it is Torey Lovello.
Yeah.
He is, well, you know that better than anybody. He understands entertainment. You know, he grew up on the set of All in the Family because his father was the executive producer of Hee Haw, which is a CBS show. So he grew up on the set of All in the Family, so he understands entertainment. So he got it the whole way through. And sort of Derek Hall, their CEO, some of the fans got a little nasty. That's part of the deal. You got to. Now, who thought I was going to retire anyway? You didn't think that, for crying out loud.
I thought it would have been an unbelievable move. Unbelievable if you walked away from your radio show, which is that where you made the guarantee?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so I thought, now granted, you're walking away from a lot of money, but that would have been ultimate because we do this a lot. Oh, if that team wins, I'll walk to Philadelphia. Like that, local people like to do those things. If you said, no, this is my word, you're a man of integrity. Did you even think of, how did it go over with your wife at home when you said, hon, I did something stupid?
Well, the one thing she didn't like was the bikini walk down Fifth Avenue.
Okay,
so,
Howard Stern wanted you to wear a bikini.
So that wasn't going to work because Mrs. Russo was not going to stand for that, and I can't blame her. You know, she's used to the nonsense. I don't think she heard it. You know, the first thing that I was going to give up, Dan, was going to the UConn game on Monday night. Did you know that?
No.
That was the first thing I said. If they win the 2 in Philly, 6 and 7, I won't go because I'm not going to work Monday. I won't go to UConn, Northern Arizona. And then I said, hold on now. That's too painful. I got to be there for his first game. So then I threw in to retire. I could care less. So in essence, I really probably should have shown the guts. You're 1,000% correct. I probably should have done that. So I have to take the responsibility that I was too carefree about it. And if you want to call me Mad Fraud instead of Mad Dog, I have to live with it. I have to live with it. The funny thing is, you probably don't know this, is I wasn't going to the World Series. I was not going. When I did that, that was Tuesday. They win Tuesday night. I go do the first take on Wednesday morning. Did you know that baseball called me at 11 a.m.? Chris, you have to go to the World Series. Now, how could you not go now? I couldn't go to the first 2 games. I said, okay, I'll maneuver. I got to get the radio out there. It's a lot of moving parts. You know, you got to make sure you have a set for the first take. I got to leave for 4 days. Plus, I did the Hall of Fame last night in New York, emceeing it. So I had to make sure I got back for that. Make a long story short, I said, oh, here's the deal. I'll go to the 3 games in Arizona, which is what I did.